Our first question would be, what was your turning point?
I love food.
As we all do.
No, my own is a special brand. So my sister, my second sister actually came to visit one of those times. By then she was already married. So she came to visit and saw the way I was demolishing swallow in the morning. She said,
Swallow in the morning.
yes. She said,
Wow.
what's up with you now? What's going on?
There's one family friend of ours. I even saw him yesterday and I told him, do you know that you're one of the reasons I lost weight? I was looking swollen and I was so scared. I was like, is this how I'm going to live my life?
Best idea to go to the gym if you want to lose weight. I think the best idea is to contract a professional.
What motivated you to stay on track with your fitness routine?
Like you said, I looked around and all we had were male trainers.
Yeah.
Male trainers throughout. I never imagined I would be a coach.
Hello guys, welcome back to More Than Headlines. So today with me, I have a fitness professional and today we're going to be talking about fitness. But before we start, please, I'd like you to introduce yourself.
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Uduak Imoka, but popularly known as UD. That's the easiest way, so you don't struggle with the surname. So I'm a biomedical engineer, a senior biomedical engineer with Akwa Ibom State Government. And I'm also a fitness coach, actually the #1 female fitness coach in Akwa Ibom State. And I'm currently holding the position of the women leader for the Association of Fitness, Health and Wellness Instructors of Akwa Ibom State. My fitness brand is called Body Love Fitness. And currently I started a TikTok live workout session called Active Hour with UD.
Wow.
So that's just a brief introduction.
I've actually been on this fitness journey for a while, and fitness is something that I'm very enthusiastic about. Hence the reason for this episode. This episode is actually very important to me because there are lots of people that have questions. Oh, how did you do this? How did you do that? How are you able to maintain? So today I did not just bring anybody, but I brought a fitness professional to educate us, educate you and myself too on, fitness. We'll talk about our fitness journey, her experiences, and, so our first question would be, what was your turning point that motivated you to start this fitness journey?
This is going to be a very funny answer anyways.
I can't wait to tell mine because mine is also very funny.
Okay, so this is it. I love food.
As we all do.
No, my own is a special brand of love for food.
Wow.
Back in school.
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't tell you we're in the same secondary school.
Yeah, we're in the same secondary
So back in school, anytime I'm in school, it always felt like I didn't feed well.
Yes.
So all those times we'll come back home for holidays, I was eating
will
like
overfeed.
crazy. So when we finished secondary school, I took that same tempo. I was eating, I could finish a lot of food in the morning. Early in the morning, 6 a.m., I didn't joke with it. So my sister, my second sister actually came to visit one of those times. By then she was already married. So she came to visit and saw the way I was demolishing swallow in the morning. She said,
swallow in the morning?
Yes. She said, what's up with you now? What's going on? We know you like this food though, but this one is serious. Do you want to be like us? Because from my father's family, the gene is massive. We are all endomorphs, like thick. People who gain weight easily. So she's the one who told me, since you really love food this much, I guess you should involve fitness. Exercise, do this garbage in, garbage out thing. So whatever it is you're eating, you can still burn it out. So that's how I started fitness actually. I started with dieting. I cut out a lot of things. I stopped eating swallow in the morning. I actually cut out fufu completely. And I was eating other forms of swallow. And then I started growing eventually in the fitness thing.
Okay, so my own journey to fitness is very funny. So I've actually always been on the big side though, but I had been like a size 12, size 14 for a very long time. So something happened. I was working in Lagos. I had to come back to work for my auntie in Uyo. So during that time, I think maybe because of the things that we're doing, like I would just be busy and I just had this craving for sugar. I used to drink a lot of Coke. I used to eat a lot of chocolate.
Junk.
Like I literally would drink Coke as food. So when I came back to you and I started working, I started that whole junk train all over again. This time it was malt. So instead of water, I would replace water with malt.
With malt.
And from August to about December, I was heading towards a size 18. And it was crazy.
Oh my God.
And people will walk into the house. There's one family friend of ours. I even saw him yesterday and I told him, do you know that you're one of the reasons I lost weight? He walked into the house and I saw him shaking his head. And I thought maybe he was on a call or maybe there was a reason he was shaking it. So he was just shaking his head. So I was like, oh, I turned around like, oh, uncle. I was like, this is too much.
Oh.
I was like, what? Like, I got scared. I was like, he was like, this is too much. Like, what is this? You need to stop.
Whatever it is you're doing.
So that one passed. Then while I was in Lagos, before I came back to you, I had this shirt I bought. It was like a mustard color yellow shirt. It was actually big. It was a size 16 while I was a 14.
And by the time you were in a year, it was fitted.
It was too tight. The hand was too tight. And I actually started panicking. Because on this day, I was trying to take a selfie. So I don't know if you're, like a lot of people, we know our angles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm this kind of person.
And you couldn't get the angle.
Yes, if I turn like this, I know I look slimmer.
Yeah.
There was no angle on this day. I was looking swollen and I was so scared. I was like, is this how I'm going to live my life? Then I got scared. I was like, I need to work out. So that was what, then, my auntie at the time was like, you need to go to the gym. And I brought up this excuse. I was like, oh, I'll jog around the house, the street. She was like, no, you need to go to the gym. So that was how
you started
I started. Then I got to, my first day was funny. I told everybody I was going to the gym. I went, I registered, I branched somewhere to eat shawarma. And I came home.
Can you imagine?
I was like, so it took me, then I started going to the gym. Then, that kind of thing where you're like too excited. Somebody came, there was a guy that used to do boxing at the gym. Then he came and said, I think you should box. I said, okay. I paid him for boxing. Everything. The other, somebody else came, was like, I'll train you. I was like, fine. I paid him for training. So one day, one guy just saw me. I was boxing. I was going over there to work. And he was like, madam, I think you're doing too much. You're doing too much. So that was like my own, way, like how I, got into fitness. And after a while, like, I think I remember the first time I saw you in the gym. I was like, oh, I think I'm on the right track. At least I can see some people that I know.
That you know.
I think I'm on the right track. I started in 2018.
Oh. Okay.
Late 2018.
So you're probably talking about Ultra Fit.
Yes, Ultra Fit, yeah. Ultra Fit.
Okay. I started working out 2007.
Wow, no, that's a long time
was ago. When I started. I started by jogging and then watching my meals.
Yeah.
Then when I went to Calabar, I had this friend then. Okay, he's still my friend. I beg, God forbid had.
Okay.
He's practically my best friend, my male friend, Buno. He used to take me to the stadium in Calabar. We'll jog around, do all the exercises. But then I didn't actually know how to do those things myself, what I needed. Yeah. So I just used to follow through with him. And then I started university. So I was doing things on my own, jogging around. But I finally fell into the proper zone of proper technique, regimen, and all of that in 2014.
Okay.
By then, I was done with youth service. I was back to town, steady. That's when I started Ultra Fit, 2014. But before Ultra Fit, by 2011, I used to go to M Gym.
Okay.
So my very first trainer then, Imadu, was the one who used to take me through. Then I met Ekimini Kemen in the gym. Okay. Although I knew him outside the gym before then.
Okay.
So that's how my fitness journey started. And before I knew it, by 2017, I became a trainer because I realized that a lot of ladies were either too shy or too uncomfortable to come to an open space to work out, or the financial capability then, especially for those who were yet to get jobs or something like that, or some of these married women who were uncomfortable or their spouses were uncomfortable with having them in open spaces, were not coming to the gym because of these reasons. That's when I decided to pick a niche of training women in the comfort of their homes.
Oh.
So that's what I do.
That's a great idea. But for me, I think I had to, because at the time, I didn't know any female trainer or anything. I had to get over it. I remember my first few weeks in the gym, I would be so shy.
Exactly.
And plus the fact that I was big.
Exactly.
I would be so shy. But I got into it because I knew that I had no choice.
You had no choice.
And another thing about going to the gym is that, like, I feel that if I had taken it upon myself, I wouldn't have been as this. I don't even think I would have hit like the weight loss goal. That I think I got there faster because I had like trainers. I
Exactly.
had,
Someone to guide
yeah,
you.
I had people to guide me exactly,
Yeah,
show
someone
me
to
the
guide you.
techniques and make
Exactly.
sure that
That
I'm
you
doing
kept
them
to it.
properly.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people feel that a lot of people actually have this mentality that, oh, they can work out on their own, they'll still lose weight. That's where you
Get
go
it
into
wrong.
that circle of you lose 2
You're just
kg.
rigmaroling.
Yes, because when you go to a gym, you get to do it properly. So at the time, I think I had the best trainer for me at the
Please, who is
time.
this best trainer?
Flexi.
A lot of people have the testimony about Flex.
And he did not just, it wasn't just about training. I think he was also very intentional about the people
Yes.
he was training.
Training.
He would measure your belly
That's how it's
to
supposed
know
to be
your
done.
belly
For your
size.
transformation.
Exactly. He
To
would tell
record
you
your.
what to eat.
Exactly.
Losing weight, people really need to. For me, I think the best idea is to go to the gym if you want to lose weight.
Well, the best idea to go to the gym if you want to lose weight, I think the best idea is to contract a professional.
Okay, true.
Yes,
Exactly. You
to
need somebody
contract
to help
to
you.
help guide you. You can lose weight anywhere, the
Yeah.
gym, your house, whatever it is.
At least somebody to help you discipline yourself
Exactly, to
at the
direct you
start.
on what to do and what not to do.
Okay, what were your initial challenges, when you started working out? And how did
Okay.
you overcome them?
Okay, when I started working out, like you said, that rigmarole thing,
Yeah.
because I didn't actually meet a professional to help me. So I was practically doing trial and error to see what was going to help me cut down on my weight. So today I would jog for some time and see if I lost a little bit. I would get so excited. I didn't have the idea, the technical know-how, the wisdom to know that you have to keep at it for a period of time before you even think of cheating. So I would just get a few results in a few days, and before I know it, I'm already eating some more. And I
Wow.
come back to measure, and I'm like, didn't I just
Lose a
lose?
couple of weight.
So the thing was my ignorance. The first problem was my ignorance. I didn't know enough to be able to sustain whatever results I got. Until I met professionals and saw that things were tailored, and I got to understand my body type. I had more knowledge and I was able to get more results.
What really helped me out, you know how you have been trying to lose weight for years and you've been doing all the research, but you just did not have the like the power or the
Willpower.
yes, the willpower exactly to do it. So by the time I started working out, I knew certain things. So I just kind of like applied it with, the things that, people were saying at the gym and all that stuff. I think that they used to have like something written at the gym.
Yes,
Like on the
no,
board.
they
So
have
we'll
all those things.
So for me, I kind of like knew a lot of things already. So, and the fact that I was also seeing people, I had people in the gym that actually wanted to be like. So I'll never forget, there's this girl, I can't even remember her name. She used to be very skinny, but she was very fit. So I would be like, why is she even working out? So every time I tried to work out, I'll stand behind her and I'll try to keep up the energy. I think I'm somebody that absorbs energy. So if she's doing, like, so I didn't really have challenges. Like for me, I didn't really have, I knew what to eat.
And by the time you started, you had done your research. I just practically jumped into it. I started running, sweating, breathing, cutting down on food.
Yeah.
The only thing I really got right was the cutting down on food part.
Me too.
That's the part I got right. But every other thing, it felt like a lost cause because I didn't know what to do and when to do it, and how to maintain certain habits, eating habits, drinking habits, whatever it may be. So that was the only challenge I had. After that, by the time I, got to realize that I would do better if I was not just depending on the professionals that were training me.
exactly.
I could do research for myself and see what works for my body type, and all of that. I picked on now. In fact, I've gotten someone has actually told me, Uduak, I don't even understand this your body. Today you've added, tomorrow you've lost. It's like I know what my body needs.
Yeah.
I know how my body is.
Okay.
So I can afford to cheat because I know what to do to go back.
Exactly.
So that's how it is now.
I think that has happened to me. In fact, right now I've added weight. I think I added it consciously because it's like I know what to do to get there.
It. Yes, exactly.
I know what to, and another, like, going back to what we're saying, we're talking about challenges. Another thing was I struggled with when to work out. I think for some people, they don't know when. Okay, for me, I know I'm a morning person. if I don't work out in the morning, there's no way
You work out
I'll
again for
work out
that
in the
day.
evening. So I used to work out fasted. Okay.
When you work out in the morning, what's the longest duration you
Okay,
do?
I'll be home by 9. I go home by 9.
Okay. And what
Get
time
up
do
and
you
leave.
eat after that?
Once I get home, I'll eat. So say it takes me like 20 minutes or 15 minutes to get home, and I'll eat.
There's something we call intermittent fasting.
Yes, yes.
And intermittent
I did
fasting
it
only
a lot.
picks a number of hours.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you don't eat at all.
Oh yeah.
So if you were going 24 hours without eating, and you will get so used to it that
I
eventually
got so
you could
used
do
to
that
it.
for like 3 consecutive days, and you just be
Exactly.
taking things like water and maybe
Exactly.
fruits.
There was actually a day that I went out. Like we had something to do. It was a very tedious day. I didn't eat. I stepped out. By the time I came back, I was so tired. I just had like one bite of cucumber and slept. Like what? I was trying to eat the whole cucumber, but by the time I had one bite, I was already out. Like left. Anything outside just eating a balanced diet and a like moderate portion of food, you're on your own. I don't believe in keto. I don't believe in all that
I
thing.
believe in
You
eating
don't. Yes,
everything,
I believe in
but of
eating.
course in moderation.
Yes, in
Uh-huh,
moderation.
so
That is how, because I never did keto. Like I had oats every other day.
thank God I said I love food, so I'm not doing
I
that.
had food every other day.
I eat
And
well.
yeah. What motivated you to stay on track with your fitness routine?
I like the fact that I could eat whatever I wanted to eat and not be overweight.
Oh.
Plus, I started this thing as fun, as passion for
Yeah.
myself, just strictly for myself. But then I used to get a number of women admire me. How do you do it?
Yeah.
Especially after they see me eat. Maybe we go out, we go to hang out, and they see me eat and they're like, you eat like this and look like this?
Yeah.
What's going on? How do you do it? I now realized that, okay, at the end of the day, even though I was doing this for myself, I was motivating some people.
Yeah.
So we got talking, like I said, I got to socialize and communicate with a lot of women and realize that most of them were struggling to even start a fitness journey for one reason or the other. That's when I had the idea. And like you said, I looked around and all we had were male trainers.
Yeah.
Male trainers throughout. I never imagined I would be a coach. Nobody actually told me you can be a coach. I just thought about it and said, okay, why don't I introduce women to my kind of lifestyle regarding the fitness industry? That's what motivated me to stay on track. So at this point, I wasn't doing it for myself alone. I was doing it for people I wanted to preach the gospel of fitness to.
I think after like a month, there was this very visible,
Gains.
like it was so visible that I had lost weight. I remember one girl when we used to do, is it six packs in 6 weeks, something
That's
like that.
like this
Yeah,
method of, yeah.
We used to do. I remember somebody saying, that
Your lines were showing.
Yeah, my lines have started showing and all that. I did it for myself, and like I was just happy because I know that I already got to that place where anxiety was taking over. God, why am I this big?
It's a good thing you even noticed.
Yeah.
Which is something I'll never understand. No shade intended, please.
Okay, of course.
When I see people that are really thick, really big, and they are worried about their size at that point, my question is, when you were getting there, you didn't notice?
I started working out in the gym. So apparently people are looking at me now. People see me, of course. So one day, after 2 months, I'm walking into the gym and one girl is like, hello, and I stop. And she's like, oh, you really lost a lot of weight. It's good though. I remember the first day you walked into the gym, that me and my friends, we saw you were like, this one, did she not have a mirror in her house?
Exactly.
And I was like, what? Okay, so at this point, I saw what she was saying as a compliment. Because I didn't take it to heart. I was like, at least I'm able to.
But it's a valid question.
Yeah.
It's a valid question. Don't they see themselves? In fact, when your clothes are not sizing you anymore, and you need to go shopping again, and sometimes when you go shopping, most of these shops, I don't know if they do it on purpose, but
clothes will not fit you.
Clothes will not fit you. They don't have your size. Can't you call yourself to order?
To be very honest with you, when I lost weight, I think sometimes when I lost weight, I now took it upon myself to always I think you should lose weight, try to talk to people. Do you know that people that genuinely felt offended
No,
that I spoke to them about losing weight.
that is one thing I would never do. In fact, it's something everybody should know. You see this thing of drink water and mind your business? You should never
No,
tell
no, 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 no.
somebody.
This one I had like this situation. This one was my relative. It wasn't just a random
No matter
person.
who the person is.
But you know why? Okay, I think that would now be like, that's because of, you know, our different personalities. When I added weight and people were talking to me, I didn't see it as a bad thing.
That's you.
That's because I don't take criticism as a bad thing. It's
That's-
a way to get better. Like, you know, it's just like when you're adding that weight. Definitely somebody was telling you you're adding, no,
My
do
sister
something, and you
told
said
me.
no.
My sister told
You
me.
take offense.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to shame you.
But it's not everybody that will understand
Yes,
that.
now I understand it, because I remember that situation. Like, the person was literally started crying, and you know, and I had to take a step back. I'm like, okay, I wasn't body shaming you. Point of correction. I was only trying to tell you, like, because now at that point I'd lost weight. I'd seen the benefit of losing weight. You know, I was healthier. I was smarter. I was, you know, even mentally safe.
It gives you the confidence.
Me.
You feel so good with yourself.
If you know me, if anybody knows me, they know how shy I can be. For me to start working out that time I had 6 packs. I would lift my shirt in the gym. I was working out with the guys. I started working out, lifting weights with, you know, that guys section. I started working out there. And like I said, one man saw me one day. I was like, I want you to train me. I said, me, okay? If you know how I struggle to get here, I'm not your trainer.
But that actually makes you a good trainer. All you need to do
even at the point he made that statement. In fact, that's one of the reasons I decided to like step back a bit from losing weight. So one time, who was it? Somebody was taking us. Then they said we should do, what was that thing? Is it burpee? Burpee. The one that you do, like press up, jump up, go ahead. Yes. And it was a class. There were guys in that class, there were girls. And they said we should do the class. I was the only one that could do it.
The only female that could do
it.
The
only person. I'm telling you. And everybody stopped. And one of the people that stopped, he's a doctor. He's like an older man. So he now made a statement. He was like, that he thinks I've worked out to the point where my testosterone levels are now too high.
And that's all that made you step back.
No, when he said that, and I started thinking, as at this point,
what?
I was
God.
No. At this point, people had started complaining.
Complaining about what? You see, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Very important. Please, whatever you do, let me talk to whatever you do, whatever you decide as your goal.
Yeah.
Let it be your own decision.
Yeah.
It shouldn't depend on any other person's opinion.
Okay,
Was it a bad change?
I don't know about you, but now, personally, which is something I didn't even know. Naturally, I'm curvy. I noticed that at that point, I was like a ruler. I had no curve.
That wasn't about your workouts. That was about adjusting your regimen. You were doing a lot of cardio.
True. And I loved cardio.
You needed to add strength training and isolate them to your lower body.
Yeah.
So that you could bulk up that area. That's why I said you need a coach to guide you, a coach who knows to guide you on that, because now everything can be streamlined, everything can be tailored to get your full body gains.
I've seen people come to the gym and they didn't have, but like they came to build. So they are doing weights and they've built.
And they are eating right. And you need to find out what their body type is as well. Because I can work out, yourself and myself can go into the gym to build our lower body. And then mine will show faster, but you are still struggling.
Yeah, true.
So it always happens.
Depends on what you're eating.
It depends on my body type, number one. And it depends on what my own regimen is. What are my meals? What are my workout plans? Like, how do I combine it? How do I do it? And most especially my body type. My body type. I have a friend. She's the fittest female in Abuja. Her name is Uduak as well.
I know Uduak now. That's
exactly. Right. So Uduak now. Uduak is a squat queen. In fact, Uduak is a weight queen. Uduak is strong. Before I call her the fittest in Abuja, that girl is something else. Now, Uduak has been doing squats non-stop for a while. In fact, she's really good at it. And she knows what she does for her body, for her body gains. But for some reason, her bum has not increased to the level that anybody would imagine it should increase. That's because of her body type.
Okay.
Yes, not that she's not doing the work. I also know males that do squats and they have bulky legs, the muscles come out.
Yeah.
I know guys that do squats even more than those guys, but their legs are still skinny.
Slender. Oh.
So it's the body type.
Okay. So how do you handle setbacks and plateaus?
Now, let me start with the plateau. Normally, if you do the same thing over and over and over and there are no new results, you change it. You have a particular gain that a goal that you're working towards, a fitness goal you're working towards. But for some reason, you've been working out non-stop and then nothing seems to change. It means your body has gotten used to what you've been doing. Okay. So you need to tweak it up a bit, change it, which is why if you were running 2 kilometers, you got so good at the 2 kilometers. Maybe when you started, you lost about 1 pound, for example. And then you keep running 2 kilometers and before you know it, you're not even losing again. In fact, you're gaining. Bottom line is at that point, you need to take it up from that 2 kilometers to something that challenges your body. So you take it up to 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers, you keep improving. That is why you would meet someone at the beginning of a day in a gym class, the person you went with on your first day, and the person couldn't do burpees, for example.
Yeah.
But by the time you leave that gym, go somewhere else, or maybe you're even still in that gym, but you come back a month after, if that person had been consistent, before you know it, that person will even do more burpees than you if you had stopped.
To me.
Exactly.
To me.
So plateau state is when you get to a time in your fitness journey where no matter what you do, there are no goals, there are no gains, it's not working. So you need to change it, you need to do better. So when like I said, I was doing certain workouts thinking I was going to lose weight, but at some point I was even gaining, I wasn't losing, I wasn't seeing my results. I had to reach out, ask questions, people who were ahead of me, senior colleagues, people who were trainers. What am I not doing right? That is when I got to even know about being in a plateau state.
Okay.
So you learn. I learned, I relearned, I unlearned. So that I'll know what to do best with my body. So I will put the plateau state and the setbacks together. I had to consciously let myself know that this goal is for me and not for any other person. I'm the one who decided to do it. I have a goal I'm looking forward to. And worse, my goal is also going to benefit the women I want to, carry along. Yeah. So anytime I had setbacks and it felt like I wanted to give up, I just remember that this was not the plan. I need to sit up and get going. Yeah. So it was more or less like self-motivation. Apart from the fact that I'm very religious, I used to pray to God, God, give me grace. Give me grace. What is it? I will not die. There are people doing it now, And then I had muses.
Okay.
I had people I used to look up to. But it was hard to find a woman I could use as my model. So I ended up picking people that I didn't even know that were on the internet, like Ernestine Shepherd. That woman is like 90-something now, and she looks good. But now I have a new model that is here in Uyo. She's 53, 54.
Okay, I think I know her.
Yes,
we used to call her Mama.
Mama, I still call her Mama. That woman is fit to a fault.
I haven't seen her in a while.
Oh no, anytime you have any fitness gathering, she's there.
Okay. I haven't seen her.
So that's how I dealt with setbacks and plateau states.
Mine, I just have to. I know, like you said, the plateaus. I knew that because I had gotten so used to working out. I knew I now had to find something else that would excite me to keep at it. So I now picked tennis.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I play tennis now. It's even though I still struggle with tennis because you have to wait, for people.
Yeah.
As opposed to when you go to the gym, what you're doing, you just are working out.
Yes.
And so, but I'm actually, enjoying tennis and the fact that I also started eating a lot.
That's true. I got there too at some point, and that's when I introduced squash in Ultra Fit. Okay. That thing cuts down my calories like crazy.
Squash. Squash.
No, it works. Even the tennis, you run around a lot.
Yeah, you run around a lot. Yeah.
So it burns calories.
Okay, some people feel that you can eat anything, then work out, and they're fine. No, hold on. While some people feel that, okay, you can eat anything, then work out, you're fine. While some people, know that oh, by cutting down your meal, you don't have to exercise so much. So what's
Okay,
your
I see
take on
what you
that?
mean.
Yeah.
I get your question. So what I always say to my clients or any other
Mm.
person who comes for some form of consultation is that when you are dedicated to getting a fitness goal, when you're dedicated to getting a fitness goal, whether it is weight loss or weight gain or just staying healthy, you dedicate 100% to your workouts and your meals. In fact, there are three things: your workouts, your meals, and your rest and recovery.
Very
So
important.
100% dedication. None is above the other. The dedication you give to your workout is what you give to eating right and what you
Yeah.
give to recovering. Because your muscles, when you put them through that kind of stress, you need to allow them to recover, which is why you have rest days.
Yeah.
But there are people who believe it is not in them to work out at all.
Yeah.
They don't have that grace. They don't even want to try it. You can see some of them actually lose weight or gain weight in the right places based on their meals, what
Okay.
they eat. If you're in that category, it's fine. Even though there are some disadvantages because it will also depend on your body type. If you're the type that when you lose weight, you start getting flabby
Yeah.
areas, you will need to work out to tone them up. Meals will not do that for you. That is why I said 100% to everything: meals, workouts, and your rest.
I think talking about rest time, I think that's one part a lot of people. For me, to
Neglect.
be very honest, initially I did not. I had no rest. I was like,
You need
this
it.
weight, I must lose you.
You
Even
need
I went to the gym 6 times. Like if I had
apart from Sundays.
yes, and
God,
on
oh.
Sundays I'll go and swim.
God, I beg you. So you still worked out on Sundays?
What? Like it was crazy. Like I was working out. Even I remember there's this thing we used to do with Flexi. Would run from Shelter Junction to the airport gate.
Yes. Yes, we used to
I'll
do it.
imagine doing
Mama
that.
was really good at it.
Yes, remember doing that, then coming back home the next day, and I'm doing intermittent fasting.
Anyway, I
Yes,
understand where
so
you're
much
coming from.
stress.
You really wanted
Exact.
to
I
just get rid
really
of
wanted to
the
drop.
calories.
I remember then people started even telling me in the gym, oh, I think you should start doing weights to like build your
To
body.
bulk up areas.
And they're like, I'm not interested. I don't want to bulk. I want to be slim. They're like, you don't, you want your bum bum to go. I was like, I don't want the bum bum. I want it to.
But now you want the bum bum. You see, such is life. Now you want the bum
But
bum.
you know the funny thing was that when I now walked out to that, I thought I walked out that I was like flat bum, like if you see me, you will not even know my body shape. Like you'll be like, oh, this one doesn't. So I didn't have rest days. I think it's very important for people to know that rest days are
No, it's very
very
important. If you don't
important.
rest, you expose yourself to injuries.
Yeah,
But because that would be injury due to overuse,
yeah,
where you're using your muscles non-stop and you're not giving them the time to rest and recover. So you end up exposing yourself to injuries. Injuries that will take a lot from you.
please, as a fitness pro, I want to ask this question. This one is a personal question, by the way. So I don't know what's happening to me right now. When I was big, I never had muscle pull doing like belly exercises. Now I literally would stop. Like I can't do.
Now, the times where you have the muscle pull, did you resume the workout after a long time?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so the idea now is basic. If you're resuming workout after a long time, don't
Try to go back to that pro
to
level.
that pro level.
Okay.
Build it up.
Okay.
Because it's like you had abandoned something for a while.
Yeah.
And then you want to come and use it and you're immediately increasing the tempo to a very high. Your muscles, you're just waking them up for the first time.
True.
So warm them up. That is why even in your workout regimen for a day, for a session, let me put it that way, you warm up, you stretch before you do your main course, cool down, and then stretch again. You know you're done for your workout session. So you have to like alert your muscles. Oh, I'm about to do this. Oh, I'm coming in with this. Let's start with this. You feed them in bits before you heat up. But if you just go like that with the whole thing, that's when you have the cramps.
like literally recently I've not been able to do any belly.
No, so just
exercises.
start light, maybe with the reps or with the program.
Okay.
Start with something that will alert your muscles that we'll be doing this, we'll be going up with this, things like that, and then do a lot of stretches.
Okay.
You can download a yoga app and just be doing
Yeah.
yoga from time to time. Yes, and if you can go for massages as well, why not?
So as a professional fitness coach, what would be your advice to, people that are starting, a weight loss journey?
Only weight loss or any
Yeah,
fitness
fitness.
journey?
No, in fact, I even feel that fitness is the thing because you
Okay.
can actually you can't. I feel like fitness is a lifestyle. You don't just lose weight and stop
You can
because
exercise to do a number of things. You can
yeah,
exercise to lose weight, exercise to gain weight, exercise to
to
manage
stay
a health
healthy.
condition,
Exactly.
exercise to stay active and healthy.
Yeah.
Exercise goes all round. In
Yeah.
fact, it's a go-to natural way for you to live a healthy life.
Yeah.
So for those who are beginning or thinking of beginning
Yeah.
or still struggling to begin, the very first thing and most important thing you need is yourself. Decide that you want to do it. Decide why you want to do it. It has to convince you.
Yeah.
No matter who you pick as your muse or motivation, no matter how much you think they can motivate you or push you, if you have not decided within you, there is nothing that person can do for you.
Yeah.
As a coach, if I have clients, what I ask you is, have you decided? In fact, if a man meets me and say, I want my wife to, is it you or your wife that wants it? Because if she doesn't want it and you're pushing, she will do it for the first month and then back out.
Probably even resent you.
Exactly. So before you go into a fitness journey, find out your why. What's your reason? Why do you want the reason? As long as it works for you, no matter how silly it sounds, as long as that reason works for you, it's a good reason to use and start your journey with. Good to go. Then that means you have decided within you. Now get a professional trainer.
Very important.
Especially if you do not know what to do, because there are things that are very important when you're starting a fitness journey. You need to do the proper technique, you need to do the proper form, you need to eat right, you need to, have proper daily habits. You need to know, like you said, the time of the day that works for you. There's a lot of things you put into consideration. It's psychological, it's emotional, it's mental, it's physical. Every single thing that will be involved in it. You need a coach that can guide you through all of that, because at some point it becomes really cumbersome for you. And you will not be able to think straight to do the right thing. So get a trainer. Aside the trainer, get some form of motivation. Either the trainer is your motivation, or you have a buddy, a friend, who also wants to work out. You can involve the person, you guys will start the journey together. Or you can be self-motivated in the sense that you can get things like basic things that probably people don't think about. Get gears.
I think that did it for me. When I started working, I had boring gym clothes.
Exactly.
The moment I started buying proper gym,
it motivates you, and you're taking pictures and making videos. You're seeing yourself all colorful. You're like, that's me. Exactly. So that works for you. Get gears. Bless yourself with gears.
Bless yourself.
Buy them different colors. Get your sneakers. Even start getting tools you can do your workout at home. Jump ropes, resistance bands, all the dumbbells, barbells, anything that makes you happy.
Definitely gingers.
And then get your headset if you're in music club. In fact, anybody who works out and doesn't love music, I don't know how you do it. Because there's this bond between music and fitness.
Yeah, true.
So get your headgear that you'll be listening to your music in your own space. Get your good phones, even if you don't have. When you eventually have, just plan towards making your own videos, because they'll help you. You watch yourself grow. Make videos of your workouts. Compare them with how better you're getting. It motivates you big time. So you can have your befores and afters, your pictures, your videos. Document your journey. That's all I'm trying to say. So that's going to help you for a beginner, for someone who is planning to start, and all of that. So that's just...
And I think for me, two things. First thing for me is consistency. You have to decide to be consistent. So if you're saying you want to work out, say 3 days in a week, maybe you pick 2 days and
the trick. The trick is, once you decide that I want to do 3 days in a week, you do it the first week, do it the second week. By the third week, it becomes a habit. Exactly. So by the fourth week, if you don't do it, you feel like something is missing.
Exactly.
So keep at it for at least 3 weeks. It becomes a habit.
So for me recently, like I said, I kind of fell off the bandwagon. So I said to myself, so there are days I would make excuses. Oh, I have a lot of things to do. I can't go to the gym. Just a couple of weeks back, I said to myself, the gym is a non-negotiable. We are not going to negotiate.
If it's important for you, you're going to find time.
To be honest, today, I said, oh, I'm filming with UD by 11.
So I can't go to
I
the
can't
gym.
go. And I told myself, I don't want to hear. I went to the gym. I worked out for an hour and still,
Exactly.
made it here. So it's a non-negotiable. You have to.
It's like
be
what happened during
consistent.
COVID. When we were stopped from going to public places,
Yeah.
I'm sure there were a number of people that were happy about that. Finally, I can get rid of this gym
Me, I did
thing.
not do. I ran to the airport on my own.
Do you know that's the reason? That's the major reason why I actually started working out from home.
Okay.
You will hardly see me in gyms now. Hardly, because I've already started getting my barbells, my dumbbells. Okay. I'm already working towards having my squat corner with
You literally have a home gym already.
Exactly. So that's why I started buying things, because I did not want to stay away from it. So my COVID era, the lockdown era was workouts non-stop with my breaks, rest days. So if it's important to you, you will definitely make out time for it, which is why I said decide your why.
Yeah, exactly. Then another thing, like this one is for the people that say that getting a professional coach is expensive. Trust me, it's not.
It is only something you pay money for that you
the
do.
truth is that that money that you are saving, the day your health falls through, that money is gone. Last, that money I use it to eat shawarma.
Which is only detrimental to your health.
Nonsense,
eventually.
things that don't even make sense. So, but my health is very, very, very important. So, guys, your health is that money that you don't want to spend on the gym, do you want to spend it in the hospital?
It's only something that you pay for that you will actually be dedicated to. If you have it for free, you will not wake up in the morning enough you will not value it.
Yeah.
So it's when you pay for it, that is when you value it and you will get your results.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is exercise?
10. No. 10. Like I said, 10 for exercise, 10 for rest, 10 for food.
I will even say 20 over 10.
So let me briefly tell you about a few benefits of making fitness a lifestyle. Apart from the fact that it's going to help you age gracefully, because at this point, so many people don't even know my age by the time I talk. I guess it's the fact that I'm even married, wearing the ring, that people tend to call me Ma. But it helps you age gracefully. You rejuvenate just by sweating. You detoxify your system. Your skin glows. And you reduce risk of being prone to bone diseases, heart diseases, any form of medical condition. And it boosts your mental capability. You have confidence. You're confident in yourself, And the fact is just that apart from every time they say live healthy, it's going to reduce the risk of you even having to end up in a hospital at a certain age.
Yeah.
So it keeps you agile and all of that. So exercise is very important. That's why I said a 10.
Very, very
exercise important. Is very, very important. And just to throw in this, you can use exercise for anything. Weight loss, weight gain. It's just that maybe your eating determines if you're doing weight gain or if you're doing weight loss. For weight gain, you eat more than you burn. For weight loss, you eat less than you burn. But what you eat too is very important.
Very important.
So it's not like because you want to gain weight, you'll be eating carbohydrates all day, every day. And besides, carbohydrates is not your enemy. Carbohydrate gives you energy.
Please tell them.
Carbohydrates
for
is not
the
your
people
enemy.
that do keto.
Yes. So what you do is you just do not eat carbohydrates all day, every day. You mix it up with other classes of food. Have a balanced diet. And in case you didn't know, there's carbohydrates in almost everything you eat.
Everything.
It's just that they are low glycemic, high glycemic. So your high is your swallow, your rice, your yam. Your low, you find it in your fruits, you find it in beans.
Yeah.
So there's carbohydrates everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's just that you be moderate about your meals. So that's just it.
And just try to have a balanced diet.
That's all. Enjoy your life.
Most important.
Enjoy it. That's just it.
Ooh, so we've come to the end of this episode. Thank you so much for coming. At the end of the day, it's been worth it.
Yes.
The whole...
Very important.
Like, this
very
has been as entertaining and as educative as possible.
So it's been edutaining.
Yes, edutaining, exactly. Thank you so much for coming. So, Yudi, please tell us about yourself. Where can we find you?
Okay, so I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I am on YouTube, that YouTube channel. I've paused on that for now. So let me put it this way. So Facebook, my name is UD Sucre Stivo. UD YUDDIE, Sucre SUCRE, then Stivo STEEVO on Facebook. So just type UD YUDDIE. I'll pop up in one yellow outfit. The same picture is what you will see on Instagram, ud.bodylove. And my brand is also on Instagram, Bodylove Fitness. Then on TikTok, I'm Udi.bodylove as well. TikTok is where I am really focusing on right now, where I have my active hour with Udi. There's no fixed schedule for now, and there will also be subscriptions. But for now, there's a free promo. So anytime I'm coming live, I will announce a day before so everybody can join in, and we'll have a 1 hour workout session. Thereafter, depending on the engagements, I will have affordable subscription plans for monthly subscriptions where the live workouts now will only be for subscribers. But it will be affordable enough, better than you paying me in person for personal training, because the gap is totally different. What you pay me for personal training is way higher than what I'm going to be offering on TikTok Live as your monthly sub. So that's it.
Which is actually value for your money.
For your money.
So guys, please, you guys should subscribe to her channel.
Yes, please.
Follow her on TikTok.
Yes, please follow me.
You and when we start paying our subscribers, make sure to pay, because you only value what you pay for.
Exactly.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on our next episode.
Bye. Mwah.